Dredge, a peaceful fishing simulator where you drive your boat into open waters, earning money by catching fish. You wouldn't think a fishing game is dark and mysterious, right? But what lies beneath the surface of the ocean? Well, let's find out because I spent 24 hours to get each and every trophy in Dredge. Dredge has 40 trophies including the Platinum Trophy. It has a difficulty of 3 out of 10 and takes approximately 20 hours to finish, so it took me a little bit longer than that. The game starts off with me casually driving my boat when suddenly a storm appears. In the next cutscene I end up in a small town called Greater Marrow, where I speak to the mayor of the town. He offers me a job as a fisherman and lends me one of his boats. That I have to pay off by catching and selling fish. He tells me to be back for sundown because things are lurking in the fog. As I sail off, I find my first fishing spot. The game has this really cool minigame where you have to press square at the right moment to catch the fish. After catching my first fish, I get my first pursuit. These pursuits are the game's mission. I have to complete them all in order to get all the trophies and to complete the game. I also have this encyclopedia where all the different kind of fish I can catch will be registered. There are 151 different kind of fishes, so I'm in for a lot of fun. After catching my first batch of fish, I head back to the port to sell the fish to the fishmonger. When I get back to the mayor, he is very happy with me and gives me a research part that I can use to upgrade my gear or my boat. This is where I meet the shipwright, and this is also the spot where I unlock my first trophy. At the shipwright I can upgrade or repair my boat. I started to venture out of the starting area for a bit and find a man living on a deserted island called Blackstone Island. He introduces himself as a collector and asks me to collect 5 relics that have been on an old ship that sank ages ago. He gives me a dredge that I can use to dredge the dark depths and shipwrecks. At some point I was out driving my boat in the dark night when I encountered another boat in the far distance. These are not actually boats, but chains in some kind of monster where they get near to you. I got a trophy for using my foghorn after the other boat used his and it scared him away. After I dredged a couple of shipwrecks, I found a key. This is one of the relics that I needed to find and I should bring it to the collector. After I gave the key to the collector, a trophy popped up. The collector gives me an ability called Haste, which I can use to get a quick boost of speed whenever I need to get away from danger. I then went back to Greater Marrow where I collected a couple of crabs to earn some money. When my inventory was fully packed with crabs, I got a trophy Perfect Packing. Every slot in my inventory was full of either fish or fishing equipment. For my next relic I was sent to Gale Cliffs, where I encountered my first real monster of the game. This serpent lures in the rocks until I pass by and destroys my boat. I knew I had to be more careful, so I went back to fishing. For my next trophy I had to deplete a total of 25 fishing spots. This means you have to fish up all the fish in one spot until there's none left. The trophy popped up when I depleted a fishing spot full of sea bass. After selling all these caught fish on the fish market, I got a trophy for selling 2,500 bucks worth of fish. After bringing 2 brothers back together after years apart, I got the option to buy some explosives. These explosives I could use to blow up some rocks. Behind this closed border I found another relic called the music box. When I brought the music box back to the collector, the trophy The Secret popped up. Collector gave me an ability called Manifest, which I can use to instantly return to Blackstone Island. I went back to Greater Marrow to do some upgrading and repairing. I still had a bunch of crab pots in the water just outside the town. When I opened a couple of pots, a trophy popped up. I caught 100 crabs in crab pots. For my next relic I had to go to Stellar Basin. This is where I found a massive hole in the middle of the basin, with a kraken inside. Just above the kraken was the relic that I needed, so I needed to find a way to not get killed by the kraken or eaten. I found a scientist that lived nearby and she had a device that I could use to control the kraken or make sure it didn't kill me. But before I got that device, I had to deliver her a bunch of fish. She then gave me the device, which I used during the day. The device made sure that the kraken didn't attack me, and after I got the relic a ring, I used my ability Manifest to teleport back to the collector. And I got a trophy for that. I also got a trophy for delivering the relic to the collector. I then went back to do some fishing, but also to collect some materials to upgrade my boat. After I got all the materials and the money to upgrade my hull, a trophy popped up. This hull upgrade gave me some more inventory space. I also got a trophy for having more than 75 knots of combined engine speed. This happened when I bought a new engine. In the next part of my adventure I had to go to Twisted Strand. This is a mangrove type of area where I found a soldier that crashed his plane. He tells me about monsters living in this area that I have to kill in order for him to go back home. He gives me bait that I can use to lure the monsters in his trap. When I do this 3 times, all the monsters are dead. He gives me the ability called Bait. This bait I can toss overboard to attract some fish. I got a trophy for attracting 3 species of fishes to a single fishing spot. The soldier also gives me a necklace, which is the 4th relic I had to deliver to the collector. When I handed over, the trophy popped up. After this I went to the area called Devil's Spine, which is a volcano area. When fishing in an area, I can use my spyglass to see which species of fish are in my area. There are 7 categories of fishes in this game, and all the areas I've been to also have different species of fishes. When I used my spyglass to find one fish in each category, a trophy popped up. When I tried to get away from a bunch of sea creatures, I used my haste ability. For the next trophy, I had to use this ability and keep the burn meter above 50% for more than 10 seconds. After I did that, the trophy popped up. In Devil's Spine, I had to collect 3 flames that I had to deliver to this ancient temple. This god fanatic had the pocket watch, but only wanted to give it to me if I gave him the power of the flames. In order to get the flames, I had to find different kind of fishes and plant them in some kind of shrine. When I found all 3 flames, this fanatic guy used the power of the flames to disappear, I guess. I don't know where he went. What was left was the pocket watch that I had to deliver to the collector. The trophy popped up when I gave him the watch. The collector now has all 5 relics. He asked me to take him with me and deliver the relics to the final resting place. I wasn't ready for the final mission yet, so I went back to Greater Marrow to upgrade my boat. The trophy popped up when I upgraded my boat's hull to a tier 3 hull. After that, I was more confident to do the last mission with the collector. The collector steps on my boat and we make our way to the bright pink beam in the sky. When we're on the spot, the collector starts a chant and throws the relics in the water one by one. When the book is then thrown overboard, the world starts shaking and some kind of ghost woman comes out of the water. When the music box starts playing, a massive scary creature comes out of the water in the background. The game then cuts to the end credits and I see Greater Marrow in flames in the background. This is definitely the bad ending. I skip the credits and keep on playing because I also know there's another ending. To get this ending, I need to find the old mayor that is living on some deserted island. He asks me if I threw it back, but I don't understand what he means by that. He tells me to go back to the lighthouse keeper. Maybe if I knew about the story beforehand, I wouldn't give all the relics to the collector. So I go back to the collector to convince him to give me the book. I then take the book to the lighthouse keeper, who takes me to a spot in the middle of the ocean where I throw the book overboard. Suddenly, a massive creature comes out of the water and completely eats me and my boat. The town is saved, but I am gone forever. After completing the story mode in this game, I still had a bunch of trophies left to do. The first trophy I got was Unsustainable Fishing, where I had to use the ability Atrophy to deplete a fishing spot a long way away. This ability also gives you aberrations, which are basically mutant fish. After I depleted a fishing spot, the trophy popped up. The next trophy I got was called Safe Havens, which means I had to dock at every port in the game. There are 18 docks in total and most of these docks I found during the main story. A couple of them are very well hidden on some kind of a small deserted island, and after I got the last dock I also got a trophy. I also got a trophy for fishing up 150 fishes in my troll net, and a trophy for selling over 1500 bucks of trinkets to the trader. After that I went to solve all the shrines on the map. There are 5 shrines and they are located in each area. These shrines can be solved by putting in required species of fishes. Usually the required fish are found in the same area. After finishing the last shrine, the trophy popped up. I then did an easy trophy that I could have done in early stages of the game. But in order to get the trophy, I had to install equipment in every slot of my ship. After that, I bought a bunch of research points to research all of my equipment. I unlocked the trophy Researcher Pod by researching all of the available pods in the game. By researching my equipment, I could also upgrade my rods. By installing these new rods in my inventory, I got a trophy for getting a combined fishing speed of 200%. For my next trophy, I had to go and find some of the monsters in the game and use my ability Banish to scare them away. I tried using it on the serpent a couple of times, but I wasn't sure that it actually worked. I then tried it once on the Kraken and the trophy Banisher popped up. I guess I've used it more than 10 times. I went back to Devil's Spine to another ancient temple. I used the tablet that I got from the trader to enter the temple. Inside the temple I found this light called Flame of the Sky. When I installed this light on my boat, I got a trophy for having a light strength of over 3000 lumens. I then researched all fishing rods, which also gave me a trophy. Beside the main quest, there were also a lot of side quests to do in the game. In order to get the next trophy, I had to complete all the side quests in the game. I had a couple of quests left on the chart, for instance finding all rare fish and find a new home for a dog. After finishing the last side mission, delivering fish to a hooded guy in gold, a trophy popped up. After that I got another easy trophy, discarding 25 fishes. I don't know why it took me this long in the game to throw away 25 fishes, but I got a trophy, that's all that matters. I've also researched all of my engines, which gave me another trophy. I then had to do some more fishing, because for my next trophy I had to catch 250 fish using my rod. I had done some fishing the whole game, so it didn't take me long to eventually reach 250 caught fish. I then upgraded my boat one last time, which gave me the trophy Hull Advanced. I then researched all the nets, which also gave me a trophy. I completely upgraded and researched my boat at this point. Then the most annoying challenge started. I had to catch all the fish in the encyclopedia and also find all the aberrations. I went to each area again and caught all the fish that I didn't find yet. The trophy popped up when I found this moonfish that only appears during the night in the open ocean. I instantly got the moonfish aberration because I didn't want to go back to this place ever again. At the end, I needed 4 more aberrations to complete my encyclopedia. I basically drove around and used my atrophy every time I saw one of the fish I didn't get yet. After depleting the last fish that I needed, the trophy aberration attractor popped up. After that, the platinum trophy popped up straight away. This means I completed all 40 trophies in Dredge. Thank you guys for watching and make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have some good ideas on what video I should platinum next, make sure to leave a comment down below.